After the vice-admiral had sworn the captain, mates, and sailors to serve the king faithfully, we set sail from St. Malo on the 20th of April, 1534, under the authority of Jacques Cartier. We had 2 ships, each weighing 60 tons, and manned with 61 men. We had such good weather, and on the 10th of May, we came to the Cape de Bonnevue and arrived at Terre-Neuve, Newfoundland. Ice was built up along the coast, preventing approach. We entered a harbour 5 leagues to the south-southeast that we named St. Catherine. There we waited 10 days for better weather, resupplied and prepared our boats. On the 21st of May, we sailed north with a westerly wind to Île des Oiseaux, Bird Island. It was surrounded by floating ice chunks, but we managed to land. The small island is only a league around, and there are an incredible number of birds on the island and swimming and flying in the seas around it. Some were as large as magpies, black and white, with the beak of ravens. They swim, unable to fly high due to their small wings, not larger than half a hand. They use these wings to fly on the surface of the water like other birds do in the air. They are very fat. Our 2 boats were filled with them in less than half an hour, as quickly as if we had been loading stones. We salted 9 casks full and ate plenty fresh. There are other birds as well. Another kind is called godettes. They are smaller than the others and fly high in the air and on the surface of the water. They often hide under the wings of the larger birds. There is another type of bird called margot. It is larger and white, found in a different part of the island. They are difficult to capture and will try to bite you like a mad dog. Île des Oiseaux is 14 leagues from the mainland, but bears still come here to eat the birds. Our men found one as big as a cow and as white as a swan. It jumped into the water in front of them. The next day, Easter, as we were sailing towards the mainland, we encountered this bear swimming in the same direction as rapidly as we sailed. We gave chase in our boats and captured it by force. Its flesh was as delicate as veal. On the following Wednesday, we arrived at the Straits of Belle Isle. Due to bad weather and large quantities of ice, we found it necessary to go to a nearby harbour called Quirpon. We stayed there until the 9th of June. This area is full of islands, one after the other, between which are small channels suitable for small boats, and there are other good harbours. From the highest of these islands, one can clearly see the 2 low-lying islands near Cape Rouge, from which it is 25 leagues to the port of Quirpon. We travelled west into the Gulf before crossing the district to its north. From there, we continued west along the coast to a place we called Blanc-Sablon, White Sands. Blanc-Sablon has no shelter from the southwest winds, but southwest of it are 2 islands. We called one the Isle of Brest and the other Bird Island. They host a large number of godettes as well as ravens with red beaks and red feet that nest underground like rabbits,